Collier, West Ham Fan TV. Welcome to the Prediction 11 show, or the Predicted 11 show I should say. Back for the season by Ladbrokes, who are giving you the opportunity to boost the odds in your selections. Click the link in the description below to find out more details. At the end of the preview, I did ask you guys to comment. Thank you very much for everyone that took the time to comment on whether Diafra Sakho, after coming on against Stoke and scoring, deserved a start in the Newcastle game. In my opinion, he probably does. You know, when you look to his goals to game ratio, I think he's got one goal every 113 minutes. The closest player to him, I do think, is Andre Ayew, with one goal every 216 minutes. You know, so his goal to game ratio is a lot better than the other players or the other goal scorers this season. So you've got that, you know, his performance against Stoke, he come on, worked hard, took his goal well, linked up well with the players around him. But the problem that he has is he's burnt a lot of bridges with West Ham, and I can see how it's divided opinion. You know, in the comments it's a bit divided between the West Ham Fan TV boys. You know, some of us think, yeah, he should play. Others think that he should be gone. You know, and I see both sides of the story, but I'm basing my judgment on the footballing side. You know, we have lacked goals lately. I know we got 3 against Stoke, but he is a goal scorer. He's someone I think we do need, you know, but I can see him being gone in January just because of his attitude. You know, again, we've had the rumours that he's falling out with David Moyes. He's not getting a start. Can slightly understand it with the money that he's on, you know, compared to other players, but there's ways and means of going about things, and for me, he goes about it in the wrong way. But from a football perspective, you know, putting all the finance and throwing the dummies out of the pram to the side, I think he does deserve a start. You know, I said that's just my opinion. You know, everyone else has got their opinions. I'm not saying everyone else's opinion is wrong. That's just what, you know, what I think and feel. So when I look at the starting 11 for this game, Adrian's come straight back into goal. You know, Joe Ark took his place in goal against Arsenal in the Cup, but Adrian hasn't put a foot wrong since his return to the side. So he definitely deserves to come back in. Zabaleta, after being rested against Arsenal, you know, straight back in from me on the right wing. Oh, excuse me. Winston Reid, he missed the Stoke game, but he'll come straight back into it and keep his place. Obviously, he played against Arsenal as the one of the 3 centre-backs. Obona, again, much improved in the last few games. Continue his place in the back 3. The next question is, does James Collins continue in there? You know, he had an alright game against Arsenal. I thought he was absolutely superb against Stoke. But I do think with Reid coming back from his suspension, I think Creswell will continue in that left of the 3 position. So I see James Collins dropping to the bench. Masuaku to continue on the left. Pedro Obiang, awful game in midweek, but we're struggling for midfielders, so he will continue. Declan Rice will also keep his place. You know, he'll be covered for Noble, obviously. Lanzini serves his 2nd match suspension for the 2-game ban for diving. Now, this is the tricky part. Obviously, with him being suspended, who do we put in that place? For me, I'd drop Arnautovic in there. You know, the guy's had really good games sort of playing as the attacking 2 with Antonio. But I think we drop him into that little deeper role so he can attack teams from that, you know, a little bit deeper. Continue with Antonio up top, but this is where I'd slot Sakho in. You know, have a Sakho-Antonio partnership with Arnautovic coming from deep. You've got Obiang and Rice as your 2 holding midfielders, with Masuaku and Zabaleta bombing down the left and the right. You know, I just think it gives us that bit more goal scoring opportunity. Sorry, you know, so that's what I go for me. Let's have a look at what you guys have said in the comments. Again, thank you very much for everyone who's commented. What have we got? My showbiz name. I don't know what Sakho's contract is. I heard he's 20 grand a week. In that case, I'll be pissed off comparing his value of the team against players like Carroll. For me, it's purely financial. Give him the wages to reflect his value. Then we can benefit from his all-round play and knack of scoring. If it's something else, obviously we have to sell. Bad attitude, as it reported to be. I've never seen a bad attitude when he's on the pitch. Oh, sorry about that. Hold on 1 second. Jack, absolutely not. Cut or cut our losses with Sakho. The geezer is a bloody idiot, and I can't believe the ball. Give him a new pay as you play contract. Sell him in January as well as Carroll and Ayew, and use those funds to get another striker, winger, and centre midfielder. Bird Snake 420. Sakho, Arnautovic, and Chicharito together will be an interesting. With Carroll also to get out and get the flick on, and these fast strikers we have. Even if he doesn't get ahead on the ball, he forces the other player to jump or stay down and defend, in which creates free balls for our players' challenge. Good point. Chicharito has been severely misused this season so far. Hope Moyes can get out there and get him playing at world-class level he's capable of, considering Mexico in the World Cup this summer. Old school Paul, always look forward to the preview. Thank you very much. Not to mention I'm hearing boring old middle of nowhere Kickapoo, Nova Scotia wintertime life at Lead, which gives you times to write, think and write about. I think Sakho over Ayew any day. Other night Ayew was really out of puff for Dash's 20 minutes. Antonio Hernandez up front for me. Hope it's a belter with plenty of creative midfield pushing high. 2-1 West Ham. Happy Crimbo. Happy Christmas, mate. What we got? Hammer WHUFC. I'm going to go 2-1 win. Antonio and Ayew, but we have to play on the front foot. Don't give them time to settle or give them any chance. Yes, Sakho does deserve to play, but we need to play him as a main striker and push Antonio out wide, or change to the diamond formation and have Arnautovic in the hole with Antonio and Sakho up front. Bit like what I was saying there with having Rice and Obiang as the holding midfielders and Antonio Arnautovic, you know, sort of further forward. Back to Sakho. Every time he come on near enough, he's done the job. So yes, he can be shoppy sometimes, but what a player. Revelation John. Think this will be a tight 1-0, 2-1 at us. Both looking to get points, not concede. Don't think Sakho should start, but on as a sub if needed. I'd set up with a back three plus 2 wing backs. Obiang and Fernandez in the centre, with Arnie, Chicharito and Antonio formation as an arrowhead 3 strikers. Some interesting comments there. You know, some for Sakho to start, some not. As I said, I can see where everyone's coming from with their opinions with Sakho. It's sort of a love-hate relationship. As I said, from the footballing side of it, he deserves a start. From his attitude side of it and the way he has been, you know, I can see why we need shot of him, to be honest. Okay, predicting the result. You know, I'm so good at this, and I don't think I've got one right in about 3 seasons. So, tough game, big 6-pointer. Very confident going into this one. As I said in the preview, Newcastle have tightened up at the back a bit. So I do think this will be a tight one. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to West Ham. If you want to have a cheeky little bet on that one, Ladbrokes will give you 8-1. If you boost the odds, they'll give you 17-2. So, you know, well worth a little punt just before Christmas. As I said, thank you very much for everyone who took time to comment. I'll be back with a big match preview for the Bournemouth game. We're around after Saturday's game. We'll be there for fan cam, so come down and see us. Give us your opinions on everything West Ham related. We'll be doing a post-match pint straight after, so that will all be up hopefully Saturday evening, if not early hours Sunday morning. As I said, I'll be back on Sunday with a big match preview for Bournemouth. Everyone have a great Christmas, and one thing left to say, come on you irons.